Ninja got this small little ice cream from the dollar store. How big was it?
It was like this tiny. It was a serving size.
A serving. Serving.
I don't even know if it was a serving size. I think it was like a 2 tablespoon ice cream
just about
bucket cup.
So she's out of town and she's serving Jesus somewhere, and she goes to the dollar store, gets this little tiny ice cream, gets back to her hotel, and Ninja had to improvise. How?
So I realized I don't have spoons in the hotel room, so I got a coffee stirrer and was turning around and ate it like that.
With a coffee stir.
Yeah,
okay, now,
work.
Listen, Liz has these little plastic tiny spoons that I think Ninja needs to get in her purse.
So
in a case like this.
Yes. So here's the thing. For whatever reason, we got these little these coffee spoons at the station here in the studio. And I was like, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. And so I will eat my yogurt with these little spoons.
She does.
Yes. And at my house, I have teaspoons. They're made for if you're having like an afternoon tea. So they're these teeny tiny little spoons, and that's what I will eat, yogurt or cereal or whatever. And I eat with baby forks too. The tinier, the better. A tiny puppy, like a toy poodle or a teacup chihuahua. Chihuahua. Chihuahua.
That's what Harlan says in the afternoon.
She's infiltrating my mind.
She has influenced you with all the things.
Yeah. So I love these teeny tiny little things. If I could find a teeny tiny hat to go on my big head, I would wear it.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a childlike thing. It's just so cute and it brings me joy. So why not do it?
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
Liz is not saying much. Why?
I don't know. I don't feel like I have anything to say right now.
No. But I think Liz has a song.
Deep down in my heart.
Deep down in her heart. A song that, I'll just say this. This is an open mic on the My HISRadio app. It just came through. This is just really hot off the presses open mic. On the My HISRadio app. And this will warm your heart. It will do your soul good. Here is the open mic that we just received a moment ago.
God's perfect love.
Mm-hmm.
God's perfect love.
Okay. Don't know if you recognize that voice. Maybe you did at the end because of the laugh. That is our very own Liz Riles.
Oh, I wish I could sing, and I know you do too.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
All of a sudden, a topic has opened up. Ninja was talking about earlier that she got a really small thing of ice cream from the dollar store. It wasn't even a serving, right?
No, I think it was like 2 tablespoons or something like that, and it was so cute, she just had to have it.
Yeah, and then Liz is like, okay, you need one of these spoons. And the spoon that she has, she's got like these plastic ones that are really tiny, not even a tablespoon size spoon.
Oh my goodness, they're not a teaspoon. I would say it's more, maybe a fourth of a teaspoon would fit in this, and I eat my yogurt with it. Makes the yogurt last half an hour.
Okay, now, here comes this open mic that just came in. This is through the My HISRadio app, the open mic, the My HISRadio app, which, by the way, you can download for free, Google Play and the App Store. You'll see the open mic where you can get right on through with your thoughts. And here's this open mic that came in.
Honestly, small equals cute. It doesn't matter if small means it's not functionable. If it's small, it's cute, and cute is always the way to go.
Okay, so evidently, getting small things, I like big, you know?
Well, you're a guy.
Yeah, I mean, if I could own a pickup truck, I would own a pickup truck because it's big and you can haul things in it and stuff like that. I don't own a pickup truck. Maybe one day I will, but you know.
No, I would drive around a little pink Barbie car if I could. If that were street legal, I'd be in a big pink Barbie car.
A little tiny thing. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm a big guy, and I kid you not, back in the late 80s and early 2000s, I drove a Geo Metro.
Oh, that's awesome. See, they're so cute.
They're tiny. They're tiny. And then a guy looked at me and he said, why is it there's always a big guy in a tiny car?
Oh, my goodness. No way. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, right?
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
Rob and Liz in the morning, his radio. I have always wanted a trip out west. I've always wanted to go to Nebraska.
For real? Nebraska?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to go to Nebraska, I've got a suggestion of where to go.
Okay, got my pen.
There's this little quaint town called Manawi in Nebraska.
Oh, I like that.
Sounds like it should be in Hawaii, Manawi.
A little bit.
Yeah, but it's in Nebraska. It's called Manawi, Nebraska. This was a thriving metropolis one day of about 120 people.
A metropolis? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Manawi. Small little quaint town. It's dwindled throughout the years. Doesn't have quite 120 in the metropolis of Manawi, Nebraska. It's down to 1.
Is she going to let me stay at her house when I come in?
Maybe.
Wow.
She runs everything in Manawi. Her name is Elsie, and she's the mayor. She takes care of the restaurant. She even secures licenses. She collects all the taxes. Of course, it's only hers. She insures the town infrastructure. She maintains the whole corporation, handles all the necessary paperwork. She's devoted to her town, Elsie. A population of 1, Manawi, Nebraska. Elsie's been doing this for quite some time. She's pretty popular, and she's 88 years old.
Oh, my goodness. So when she goes to, like, the city board, it's like, okay, are there any nays?
And if she
No, they're all
opposes,
yay.
she's all right. You know?
Does she
It's
ever
all good.
argue with herself over
Right.
raising taxes?
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
You'll see some interesting things on that doorbell camera if you have one. It's Rob and Liz in the morning, his radio, for instance. It's almost like clockwork. 3 a.m. every morning. A light-colored, I wish I knew, maybe it was yellowish. Are cats yellow?
Yeah.
Okay, so a
be.
yellowish cat is like 3:08, 3:10 in the morning, right in front of the camera. See it every morning. It's crazy.
At your house?
Right on the camera. I see it right on the camera, just
Oh, my
going right on
goodness.
through. It's just wild. It's like clockwork. And then another one, like at 5 a.m. sometimes, a blacker cat walking across the opposite way. It's like it, and like clockwork. There's some kind of routine. So you never know what you're going to see on those doorbell cameras. One day, somebody checked their doorbell camera. There's a young man on the other end of it who rang the camera and decided it's time for a pep talk.
You can see me. Get out of here, bub. And you matter, all right? There's always going to be somebody that cares about you. And you're a good person. No matter what people say, you matter.
Oh, he rang it again.
Ignore them. They're losers. They're ding-dong ditching you. I'm just trying to say something nice.
See, he's not ding-dong ditching. It goes on.
Like, I don't know what they're doing. They're running away and stuff. I'm just trying to say that you matter, man. Or girl. Whoever you are, you matter to someone. Just keep that in mind. Don't forget that.
I love that. He's just some random kid, walks through the neighborhood, picks a random door that has one of the doorbell cameras on it, and then rings it and starts to give an encouraging talk.
I wonder if it was like a plan that day. You know, he's out with his friends. He's like, I'm going to do this. Or he just happened to see the house and he got that nudge to do something like that, which is kind of cool.
It seemed to me, at least to me, it seemed like it was spontaneous.
Oh, I like that.
Just walking through the neighborhood, he goes, you know what? I'm going to give them some encouragement. Instead of a ding-dong ditch, you know, you ring it and run. Because you're going to be seen anyway. There's a camera on it.
Right.
They're going to know who you are.
Well, maybe the next time we see one of those Ring cameras, we go up, we ring the doorbell, and leave an encouraging word. How about that?
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
Okay, you've been on a plane probably when there was turbulence. And it can get a little shaky during turbulence, right? Mm-hmm. Get a little bumpy along the way. I mean, Liz was flying, what, last week?
We had a little turbulence. It wasn't terrible, but I've been in planes where you kind of drop just a little bit of altitude, and I typically hit the person next to me, and I apologize.
You grab a hold of the arm, huh?
Well, yes, sure.
Or she's flailing her arms and
A
everything.
little bit. That's more like
I
it.
wonder what Liz would have done if she was on this flight last week when the turbulence hit, and then you hear the cabin go like this. When I first heard that, I went, oh, that's a roller coaster ride. No, that was a Spirit Airlines flying, and they dropped altitude. You know, people are in their seatbelts and are lifting off the seat a little bit and all that stuff. But everybody was okay. It was a moment. If you heard the screams like they were going down a roller coaster, that was like, what, 2 seconds top.
If that, yeah.
And then the flight attendant's like, everybody, it's okay. It's okay. We're fine. But they hit a bad turbulence spot there.
I was wondering who that was in the background, if it was like a mom that was like, it's okay, but it was a stewardess, so okay, I got you.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
Oh, you are so going to love this. It's Rob and Liz in the morning, his radio iPhones, you know? They're already, pretty pricey. Right?
Yeah.
Am I telling a lie here?
No, not at all.
No, I didn't think so.
Super pricey. More than $1.50.
Yeah, more than $1.50. That's so true. The iPhone 15 is going to be coming out. They say, hey, great news. This will be the most expensive iPhone in history.
How could I don't even understand. Like, I look at my phone, I'm afraid to set it down too hard because it might shatter.
Right.
And yet, like, they're already, I don't even know, what, $1,300, $1,400, $1,500? So how much is this one going to be?
Oh, $8 million.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
It seems like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They say they're not going to make as many. They make 90 million usually. They're making 85 million, so they're going to bump the price up a little bit because they're not making as many as they have been. Although 85 million sounds like a lot of iPhones to me. And speaking of dropping and shattering, oh my gosh, they seem to be more durable now. Remember you had to get these big boxes like, what is it, the Otter box over the thing so you could drop it from a high rise and it not break, it says.
Okay, so my family makes fun of my phone case because they said it doesn't represent my personality. They're like, it's very manly. And I'm like, I need to protect this because when you spend that kind of money, like, I want to wrap it and myself in bubble wrap. So
you think, right?
Right.
But I've noticed, like, I've got the screen protector on mine, and I've dropped my phone several times, not on purpose. And it's the screen protector cracks, but the rest of the phone's fine. I love it.
I just don't want to try it out. I don't want to take. One time I got out of a car, my phone slipped out of my pocket a week after I bought it. A week, and it was done.
Yeah, it was like you had a teenager or student's phone.
It kind of was.
All cracked up like
all
that.
cracked.
You're listening to Rob and Liz in the morning.
His radio.
Ah, here you go. A new trend at weddings now. It's Rob and Liz in the morning, his radio.
And it's for the guys this time, which I'm kind of excited about. This is kind of cool. I saw this all over Pinterest the other day. It's floral lapels. So
What?
typically when the groom or the groomsmen are there, you have like one little flower, little boutonniere that's in the lapel of the suit. No, this covers the entire collar and either on both sides, and it's full of almost like the bride's bouquet.
So
but it's those.
It's not the design on the lapel. It's actually a bunch of flowers all over it.
Yes, like fresh flowers. So your florist would come and bring, all the bouquets for the bridesmaids and for the bride, have the boutonnieres for the guys, but instead they're going to decorate either like the left side of the suit lapel or take it all the way around the collar and go down both sides.
Really?
So, yes, I like it. I don't necessarily like it all the way around, but I do like the one side. It's just, I do think grooms sort of get left out in the whole wedding thing. It's just like, show up at this time, put a boutonniere in, make sure you shower.
It's not about the
and
groom.
We're good to go.
Make sure you shower. Thank you for the reminder on that one.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Rob is telling me something I need to keep in my fridge, and I'm having a hard time wrapping my brain around this. It's Rob and Liz in the morning, his radio.
Well, next time you're visiting somebody's house, look in their fridge and see if you see this one item. You have to look in their fridge, okay?
Okay.
I don't know if you need to ask permission to look in their fridge. I'd just open it up, pop it open, and take a look.
Just go in and pilfer.
Make yourself feel at home. Because some people, listen, some people will tell you, hey, make yourself feel at home. So walk over to the fridge, open it up, and look to see if you see near the back of the fridge a roll of toilet paper.
Ooh, that's going to be chilly.
Now, you don't use it on the tush.
Okay.
No. Here's what toilet paper does. Evidently, this is becoming a thing. People put a fresh roll of toilet paper in the back of their fridge because it absorbs the odors of the fridge.
Like baking soda?
No. Toilet paper.
No, I know, but you put baking soda in there, like Arm & Hammer baking soda, and it's supposed to soak up all the nasty smells.
Why spend that amount of money? Go off to the Walmart and get the generic stuff that you only put in the fridge. You don't need 2-ply or a 3-ply for that. You just put this and it absorbs. Now, they do say, make sure your fridge is clean first. So clean the fridge. And now, when you put the toilet paper in the back of the fridge, it absorbs the odors.
Okay, if you haven't bought Charmin in a while, it's like gold. I mean, it costs so much. So now I got to clean my fridge. I got to spend all this money on this toilet paper, and all I really needed was baking soda. I'm just
Don't
standing
make
here
me
again.
say this twice. Listen, you've got to go and get the generic stuff, not the expensive Charmin.
Even the generic stuff.
Don't make me say this twice. You got to do it. Okay, the toilet and put it in the back. It absorbs the odors.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, you told me twice, so.
Told you twice. 3 times now.
Rob and Lizz.
His morning crew.
So this whole duck and Jeep thing has been intriguing me lately because I'm seeing more and more of this. It's like, where did this come from? It seems like it's so recent to me, And then you see these Jeeps with hundreds of these ducks, these yellow ducks, on their windshield. So I did a little digging, and I found out, and I hope I didn't jump into fake news. You know how you jump into fake news and you think it's real? It's like, yes, this is the thing. So this is what I read. I read it was a lady named Allison. It was 3 months in the pandemic, so it was June 2020. She decided she's going to put a yellow duck on a Jeep with an encouraging note. She took a picture of it, put it on social media. Boom. That's where it started.
I don't know if that's real or not. I know that I used to have a Jeep Wrangler. And I remember the first time I ever got a duck, and I felt like it was pre-pandemic, but that could just be me not remembering correctly. But I loved it. It made my day. My son also had a Jeep Wrangler, and he got them all the time. He's got one that's got like a gold chain and sunglasses on, which is super cute.
I love that. That's his personality, too.
It is.
That's pretty cool. So let's go back in time with Mama Liz here.
Okay.
She has her Jeep Wrangler. The duck shows up on the Jeep. Was there a mask or no mask at that time in your life?
See, that's the thing. I don't think there was, because I know exactly where I was. I was in the parking lot, and I had gone into Sam's, and when I came out of Sam's, it was on like the running board of the Jeep, and I was just overjoyed by that little rubber ducky.
Did you have? Let's take a look. Let's try to remember back to what Liz bought at Sam's. So she was at Sam's, bulk buying, right?
Yeah.
Was there a lot of toilet paper that you had in the cart?
I was just thinking, I think there was toilet paper.
Then that would be 2020.
Well, no, because, I had a need for toilet paper prior to the pandemic.
Of course,
so...
yeah, but there was a need for lots more toilet paper back then because people were running out of it quickly.
I was already buying in bulk, so I don't think I needed to bulk up that much.